All right, let's be honest. We've all been there, right? You're stuck in a loop with a customer support bot, and it's just awful. So today, we're going to dig into how we can flip that script and turn these bots from a total headache into something that, actually helps.
Oh, yeah, you know this one. The classic. Your package is MIA, your app won't stop crashing, and this is what you get. It's basically a digital shoulder shrug. I mean, come on, how is that supposed to help anyone?
Of course it sounds familiar. It's this universal pain point we've all experienced. But here's the thing. It's not just annoying for you and me. For businesses, this is a huge, hidden cost that's just bleeding money.
Think about it. Every single time a bot messes up and you have to yell, "Speak to a human," it can cost that company up to $50 just for that one interaction. Now multiply that by thousands of customers. Yeah, those numbers get insane fast.
But here's the flip side, and this is where it gets really interesting. A good bot, one that's been properly set up, can handle up to 70% of issues all by itself. No humans needed. I mean, that's not just an improvement, that's a total game changer for how a business operates. And that is why everyone is jumping on this. The market for this stuff is just blowing up. We're talking over $8 billion by 2025. So yeah, getting your bot right isn't just a nice little feature, it's a huge competitive weapon. Okay, so let's really dive into the damage here, because it's so much more than just ticking people off. A bad bot is actively hurting your brand, and you guessed it, your wallet. And these are the big ones, the absolute cardinal sins of support bots. The generic answers, the bot forgetting what you just told it 2 seconds ago, that complete lack of empathy. Every one of these is like a little nudge pushing your customer out the door. It really is death by 1,000 paper cuts. So why are so many bots just terrible? Well, here's the secret. It's not the AI's fault. The technology is actually pretty amazing. The problem is almost always how we're telling the AI what to do. Which brings us to the solution, prompt engineering. And don't let the name scare you. This isn't about complex code. It's about being a good instructor. It's the art of giving the AI a personality, a job description, and a clear set of steps so it can actually, help people. And the best part? You don't have to be some AI genius to do this. All you need is a good framework. So let's walk through the 6 key pillars that'll take a bot from zero to hero. See, each of these builds on the one before it. It's a system. First, you tell the bot who it is. Then you give it the info it needs. Then you teach it how to solve problems, tell it to be empathetic, control the conversation's flow, and finally, you set some ground rules for its answers. It's basically the complete recipe for a bot that doesn't suck. All right, enough theory. This is where the rubber meets the road. Let's look at some actual before and afters, and you'll see just how massive the difference is when you get the prompt right. Okay, first up, a super common one. An e-commerce customer, their order is late. You know the feeling. They're already frustrated, maybe even a little angry. So it all starts with the input. On the left, you've got this super lazy one-liner prompt. It's basically useless. But on the right, we're giving the AI a whole personality, a role, a tone, a step-by-step, empathetic game plan. It's a proper playbook. And now for the payoff. Look at the difference in the response. The bad prompt gives us that same old, infuriating, useless phrase. The good prompt, it shows empathy, it takes charge, and it immediately asks for the one thing it needs, the order number. One is a brick wall, the other is the start of a solution. Okay, let's level up. How about a trickier one? We're talking technical support now. Someone's app just keeps crashing on them. And again, just look at the instructions. The bad prompt, so vague, just answer questions. But the good one, it turns the bot into a specialist. And this is key, it gives it a diagnostic process. It's not just guessing anymore, it's actually troubleshooting. And the output is just night and day. The bad bot's response is so dismissive. It's basically the text version of, "Did you try turning it on and on again?" Ugh. But the good bot, it gets it. It understands the frustration and starts this smart, structured process to figure out the real problem. It actually respects the user. So after all this work, what's the actual payoff? Well, it's massive. We're talking happier customers and a much smoother, more efficient operation. Now, check this out because this is wild. A really well-prompted bot can get customer satisfaction scores that are just as good as a human agent. Let that sink in.
We're not talking about a good enough replacement. We're talking about an experience that is genuinely great. And this is what it means for the business. When you can automate 70% of those routine questions, you free up your human experts. They can stop resetting passwords and start tackling the really tough, high-stakes problems where they can make a real difference. So if you remember anything, remember this. Be super specific. Empathy is not a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. Give your bot a clear process to follow. Test and tweak it constantly, and super important, know when it's time to just hand things off to a human. That right there, that's the recipe.
And really, that's the question you should be asking yourself. Is your bot an amazing tool that's actually helping people? Or is it just a hidden cost, a frustrating roadblock that's quietly pushing your customers away? Because at the end of the day, the difference between the two, it all comes down to the prompt.